Hey viewers and viewresses, my name is General Red Strategist. Welcome to a game that I've actually not played in a while. So, Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, everybody. You remember this delightful, cartoonish battle game. Basically, if you follow the devs, Landfall, you will know that in recent days, in fact quite recently, the new update has been released and there is a whole new faction for us to get our teeth into, the Wild West faction. Been looking forward to this one for a while. Now, you see, for a long time, Landfall hadn't actually kind of confirmed what faction they were going to release next, but a lot of people were speculating it was going to be Wild West. So that's what this video is going to be. We're going to do a spotlight on this new faction and secret units associated with it. Now, we're going to look at the map first. We're going to go in here. As you can see, it is a lovely looking map. Now, unfortunately, I made an initial couple attempts at recording this episode, but they kind of went a bit pear-shaped because I think there is still a kind of couple of bugs at the moment, particularly surrounding one of the secret units. So I've managed to unlock 2 secret units already. The third one, unfortunately, I know how to get it, but I think it's a bit buggy, which is preventing me from actually getting my hands on it. So as you can see though, you know, we've got a lovely map here. I'll showcase all the units from the base faction as well as the 2 secret units that I've managed to unlock. So we'll see those at least. And then of course, because there's also now a Wild West campaign, that means we're going to have more Totally Accurate Battle Simulator videos coming on the channel, hopefully fairly soon, in which I play through that campaign. It's going to be very good, everybody. Also, before I showcase any of the units, one thing to actually get out of the way first is something else that's been put into the game with this update. So if you go up here to the settings where normally you could adjust the line, you'll see there's now also win conditions to the game. You can change how it is that certain teams attain victory. Now at the moment there's about, I think, 3 different win conditions. So there's the default one, which you can see on these tabs at the moment, which is defeat all opponents. That's the one that's always been the case with tabs. But there's now 2 additional ones: surviving for a time, for an amount of time, or defeating a certain unit. So you have to choose a unit, and that's the one that the opposing team has to defeat. So as you can see, you can set the win conditions for both teams. So this is going to make, I think, custom campaign making much more interesting. I think it will be really good. It will be very interesting to see what the player base actually comes out with. But now let's actually get to the units themselves. Here's the Wild West units. We're going to sort of line these people up so you can actually see them. We'll get the secret units as well so that you guys can actually see it. I love the voice acting, it's pretty good. And the secret units, we have one here and one here. Okay, so we'll go down the line and I'll introduce these units to you. So here we have the basic one, 120 points, or 140 or whatever it was, 120 I think it was actually. You have the dynamite thrower. So this is an interesting one. This one is a bit of a combination of the flintlock and the bomb thrower. Basically she goes in there, she throws the dynamite, it has a timed fuse, I think it's about 5 seconds. That's what I remember from my initial recording attempts of this episode. And then, but the problem is the dynamite is a one-use thing, so then she just goes to hitting with her fists. But as you can imagine, the unit itself doesn't have a lot of hit points. However, if the dynamite goes off, I think it does a lot of damage. Then you have the miner for 200 points. He's basically a melee unit, and I think he does do a fair amount of damage for swing. He just doesn't swing that often, so he has a slow kind of rate of attack. Then you have for 400 points this guy who's fucking dressed up as a cactus. Basically another melee unit. From my initial testing, he latches on, grabs a unit and drags them around, and just sort of tries to hit, and he sends spikes flying out every so often. So he's kind of interesting. Then you have the gunslinger, a guy with 4 revolvers, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see him in due course. The lasso. You can probably guess what this guy does. If you've seen the trailer that Landfall put out for the Wild West faction on YouTube, you'll have seen a few of these units already, and you'll already have an idea of what they do. Then we have this one. What's this one called? I think it was Deadeye, something like that. Basically a markswoman. Interesting. And then this chap over here, or was this Deadeye? I can't even remember. What are they called? Let's have a look at the names again. Yeah, Deadeye Quick Draw. That was what that one was called. So, guy with the revolver, basically. Then you have 2 of the secret units. The ball and chain. It's very interesting. And this one, which I actually quite like, the Gatling gun for 2,000 points. Oh man. So we're going to showcase each of these one by one. So we're going to put down some dynamite throwers like that. We're going to get a clump of squires like this. So you'll see how these ones actually operate. Throws the dynamite, as you can see. Punches away. And there you go. Dynamite explodes. That one's been thrown over there. Wow, they throw these kind of wildly. Wow. Okay, so they do throw the dynamite. Oh, wow. Okay, she actually punched that guy to death. Looks like he's been killed with his own sword, almost. So that's how the dynamite thrower works. As you can see, he throws the dynamite, timed fuse, so you have to kind of try and time the throw right. So usually, probably what you want to do tactically is maybe get some chod units to get the enemies to all clump together and hold them up, whilst the dynamite thrower then comes in, throws the dynamite, and then you just need to bog the enemy down long enough for the blast to do the rest of the work. Okay, so that's those ones. Now let's take a look at the old miners over here. So 400 points of squires, 400 points of miners. Oof. So you see that attack that they have. However, as you'll see there, the miner itself does not have a lot of hit points. So I think, you know, they do a lot of damage with each swing. Maybe you just need to field them in fairly substantial numbers. So they are not too bad. Let's try a cactus. Let's before we do that, let's just try 4 miners versus 4 squires. God, those pickaxes are huge. Okay, they're going for it, sort of. But you can see the miners don't swing very often. But they're doing it, though. They're getting there. Oh, who's going to swing next? Oof, that guy, jeez. So I imagine these guys maybe are good against massed enemy units for just inflicting some initial damage. Okay, there you go. Alright, now let's try the old cactus. Also, you will have noticed on the sort of top left and right of the screen, the actual win conditions are now up there, so you can see them. Okay, actually, yeah, let's try 2 cacti versus these 4 dudes. So the thing is, I think the cacti are fairly tanky in terms of their armour, but I think they don't do a lot of damage. As you can see, they're spraying spines every so often. You see, it's taking them a while to actually get through these squires. Oh, hold it, hold it. There we go. Blue victory. Oh, man. So that's the cactus. Gunslinger. This one I kind of like. So you'll see how this one operates in a second. He's got 4 revolvers. As you can see, he fires up in the air and the bullets come down on the enemy. But I think he has a fair... Oh, wow, okay. He doesn't have much of a reload time. And I think some of the bullets do kind of go wildly. So what you want, I think, are kind of massed formations of enemies. Let's try, if he's up against a load of halflings, 650 versus 650. Bloody hell. That was kind of tough, wasn't it? Jeez. But you see, I like this guy. I think he looks really awesome. I guess he's pretty nasty against massed up formations of enemies. Okay, next we come to the lasso, or lasso, however you pronounce it. Now, this one appeared in the Wild West trailer, and I think probably everyone can guess how this one is going to function. So let's get some enemies down like this. 800 points I think will do. Here we go. So he grabs onto an enemy and drags them around, as you can see. I think he can actually possibly hold on to... No, I was thinking maybe he could hold on to 2, but I don't think he can actually. Oh, his horse has been taken out. He has actually taken out quite a few of those squires, though, so he's done a lot of damage, as you can see. But I imagine he probably doesn't have a lot in the way of hit points. So that's him. That's that guy. Let's go for Deadeye. Now, this one is basically a sniping unit. Let's just go into slow-mo. Now, as you watch with this one, you can see... Which one is it? This one here. You can see a kind of targeting reticle, which indicates which one she's sniping, or which one she's basically going to fire at. And as you can see, she doesn't have a tremendously fast rate. That is not how you hold a rifle, but okay. So I think a lot of these Wild West units don't have a lot of hit points. They're kind of like the pirate faction, I think, in that they're designed for sheer raw offensive firepower, but that comes at the expense of the armour. Right, now we've got the quick draw for 1,200 points. This guy again was in the trailer. I think he basically fires 6 shots in quick succession. Try saying that when you're drunk. That guy's pretty fucking powerful. He just took out loads of it. Wow. Okay, hold on. Wait. Hold on, let's just get rid of these squires for a moment. Let's sort of maybe break up their formation a little bit and let's kind of double their numbers. Okay, let's see if he can deal with this or how well he deals with it. So obviously if the enemies are all kind of massed together, that might be easy for him. Wow! Okay, dude. That is pretty fucking powerful, you gotta say. Some of these Wild West units do feel quite OP, I have to be honest. Right, so that's the default Wild West units. Now let's check out some of the secret units. Here's the ball and chain, we'll get him. We'll get 3 squires. Now again, I think this guy doesn't have a lot of hit points. That's how he attacks. How much damage did he actually do? Oh god. Okay, he just took that squire out. He's taken him out. So he's pretty tough if he can get a direct hit with his freaking ball and chain there. It's pretty awesome. So for anyone interested, if you're looking for the ball and chain, in order to find him, he is, I think, oh yeah, he was over here. You find him in the back of this cart. So if you go into the back of the cart, there's basically something there, which if you focus on it, you then get that guy. So, clear those guys, clear that guy. Now let's get my personal favourite of the secret units, the Gatling gun, ladies and gents. This is going to be absolutely interesting to see. So let's put maybe 2,000 points worth of squires. This one. Now, I initially tested this one with one of the bugged DLC options for rapid fire, and he was pretty freaking powerful. As you can see, he's speeding up. Oh god, here we go, here we go! So does he ever stop firing to, like, reload or anything? He's pretty tough, as you can see. He took them all down. So obviously, with this guy, if you're going to take him out, I have a feeling you need, like, a fast attack unit, or to try and, you know, a fast attack unit to try and get up to him as quickly as possible before he can really start firing fast. Or maybe you have to be more tactical. You have to try and position units in a way that'll lure him into maybe spaces where he can't really bring the gun to bear. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Okay. I'm kind of interested to see, though, what if we add on tons of fucking squires? Let's add all the fucking squires here. 10,000 points of squires. Can he deal with it? I'm kind of interested to see this. So he's going in, as you see. Takes him a second to start spinning up. What is he doing there? Good lord. I kind of want to combine this with one of the bug DLC controls. Oh god, here we go. I imagine he doesn't have many hit points though. Okay, they've got him. Yeah, doesn't take much to kill him. But he did take out a few of them there. So, the other option with this guy is just swamp him through sheer fucking numbers. Okay, hold on. I need to go to settings a second. I need to go to DLC bugs. Makes range units attack fast. Let's just put that on for a second, shall we, ladies and gents? And then I'm going to show you how OP this Gatling gun is when you're using one of the debug options. So we're going to put an absolute ton of knights in here. We're just going to put in maybe 5,000, 50,050. Here we go. Let's try this. Oh, God, careful. Try not to spin the old camera. Here he goes. He's going to start speeding up fairly soon, I think. Or not. I could have sworn he actually fires faster. Okay. I could have sworn I put the debug control on thing, didn't I? Oh, well, never mind. Maybe not. I could have sworn in my initial testing he's pretty powerful when you have the make ranged units attack fast. Then again, one thing I've found is that because this update has only just come out, it is probably going to be a bit buggy. And that's the thing. So that's all the units I'm going to showcase in this video. Now, there is one other Wild West secret unit that I'm not going to be showcasing this time round. Unfortunately, because I cannot get it to work. Because, again, I think it's a bit broken at the moment. no doubt Landfall will probably patch it up in due course. And that secret unit is the bank robber. So if you go and watch the Wild West trailer on YouTube, you will see there's a unit which is basically 2 bandits, and they're carrying a big safe. And when you watch the video, their attack basically functions like the Viking longship. They throw the safe up in the air and it lands on the enemies, deals a lot of damage. Now apparently the bank robber unit is inside this bank, and you're supposed to find a way to blast open the back of this. So whether that's with the debug commands, or whether that's using actual units, and then you can go inside the building. There's a safe inside, and that's what you're supposed to look at. I've tried several times to get it to work, but unfortunately I feel like it's buggy and it doesn't work, so unfortunately I haven't been able to unlock it. Which is a shame, because I would have really liked to see it in action, but hopefully once Landfall patches up the game a bit, patches up the update, then hopefully it'll function a bit better and we'll be able to showcase it in future videos. Then again, actually, who knows, maybe it'll be featured in the Wild West campaign. If it is, that'll be pretty interesting. And also, I've got to say, I love that music in the background. It's very good, the bad and the ugly. I love it. But that's going to conclude it for the spotlight on the Wild West faction here on the General Red Strategist channel. As promised, or as I'm going to promise right now, rather. Basically, you know what this means. There's a whole new campaign in the game. So we're going to be playing that here on the channel. So there's going to be more Tabs videos coming out in the very near future, hopefully. So I hope you enjoyed this video then, everybody. Hope you're all definitely looking forward to more, because I'm definitely up for playing the Wild West campaign. Facebook and Twitter links down below as usual, along with a link to my propagandist channel for all those of you who are interested. In the meantime, you must like the video, you must comment, you must subscribe, and you must share it with your friends on social media, otherwise I'm going to bring back the Victorian workhouse system. Goodbye, everybody. Ooh! Hi? What are you? Hey, viewers of USs. Gay! Get off my freaking table, you bastard! Get out of it. How do I deal with this? Where's my freaking staff? There it is. He's taking my bloody table away, the bastard. Oi, there's another one down there. What is this? No. Come back here. Get back there with my bloody workbench, you bitch. Well, I wasn't expecting this to happen. Get out. Get the hell out. Well, this is a fantastic start to the video. Oi. You're going down, bitch. Just lock onto it, please, Grandalf. Where is he? There he is. God dang it, there's 2 of them.